teaching your dog to stay somewhere can come in pretty useful when entering a shop, for example, or when situations get dangerous and you need your dog to stay for just a moment. In this video, I'll go over all the necessary steps to teach your dog to stay no matter what. Just like with every other command you teach your dog, start small. I've often seen people who ask their dog to stay on the first try and immediately step away a few meters. The odds are very big that your dog will be eager to follow you on the first try. You can start your first training session by asking your dog to sit or lie down, whichever one you prefer, and tell them to stay. You just stand next to them and reward them next to you. Though this might be an easy exercise, you're taking the first steps in teaching your dog to stay. If your dog is doing great, you can start by moving one foot away from your dog or even just leaning away from them and rewarding them whenever you return to them. If you place your reward in front of your dog and they need to get up in order to take the treat, you're not actually rewarding the stay. It's quite the opposite. You're rewarding your dog for breaking their stay. The moment you praise your dog with good boy or yes, they will be eager to stand up to take the treat. To avoid this, reward your dog while they keep their stay. Before your dog is allowed to leave his spot, make sure to give him a release command like OK or break or free. This marks that the exercise is finished. Only after this command, your dog can leave his place. Start by using this command on the very first training sessions. Gradually, you can start by increasing the distance between you and your dog. You can move away a few meters or circle around your dog. Keep in mind that the moment you're circling behind your dog is the hardest part for your dog, because he will turn his neck and want to keep following you with his head. On top of increasing the distance between you and your dog, you can also start by increasing distractions. You can either try to stay in a new environment or maybe with a few toys around your dog. Even if it's only for a few seconds, this is a great exercise. Or you can make a little dance in front of your dog, just trying to get them excited, but keep their stay. With dogs that are easily excited, this might already prove a big exercise. When training the stay, try to keep your dog's excitement to a minimum. You can, for example, exercise your dog beforehand in order to drain their energy. But even during the training session, remain calm, especially during the first few training sessions. When rewarding your dog, just praise and reward your dog calmly. This is why, when we practice a stay, I often reward with treats and not toys. Because when you take out a toy, your dog will almost immediately get excited and it will be harder for them to keep their position. If you enjoyed this video and want to get notified when new videos are uploaded, make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. When increasing the distance, try not to make eye contact with your dog. You can watch them, but just stare above their eye level. Many dogs feel like when you're making eye contact, you're trying to tell them something and they might run over to you. The same goes for calling your dog's name. People often have a tendency to call out their dog from a distance. Though this isn't an issue if your dog is already trained, calling your dog's name will often result in them running up to you. This is the result of when we're training puppies, we often call them by their name and we reward them when they run up to us. You can tell your dog to stay from a distance, but I would advise to not call them by their name until they know the stay very well. Sometimes people tend to overreach during training sessions. Do not wait for your dog to break their stay, but reward them before they make a mistake. It will become clear to your dog much faster what you're expecting of him. Now, I always focus on rewarding your dog for making the right decisions. But what to do when your dog makes a mistake? If your dog makes a mistake, simply mark it with your voice. Don't start yelling or shouting at them, but mark the behavior. Or no can be a great indicator. Guide them back to where they were supposed to stay and try again. Make the first try after a mistake a little bit easier, just to build your dog's confidence and show them how it's done. Then build up again until your dog gets the hang of the more difficult part. To finish the stay exercise off, you can try and move out of sight of your dog. At first, you can use a camera or friend or family member to keep an eye on your dog. If he would leave his position, simply mark the behavior, take him back to his spot and try once again. I teach my dog a difference between wait and stay. Wait means wait over here until I call you to come to me. Stay means wait over here until I come back to you. The reason why I use this clear distinction between both stay and wait is because wait will often be used in obedience or agility classes. Stay most often means things get more serious, like when you're on a walk, for example. Like all other commands, make sure to exercise a stay in a lot of different situations and environments. This will make sure that your dog will perform when it's an urgent matter. When you want to up the difficulty, you can also try and switch from the high energy during a play session to a down stay, and then reward them with another play session. This will teach your dog to switch from the high energy level during play to a down stay. This also solidifies the command even more, since they'll be able to control themselves more easily when they get excited.